The Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast on demand.
Think about when you are meeting someone or you are in a new relationship and you're kind of seeing movies, you're talking about movies, because that's an easy thing to talk about. You know, movies is kind of a universal thing, right?
Sure. Or, series you're streaming on Netflix or whatever.
Yeah. And they say something, they say a show or they say a movie and you're like, you like that? And that all of a sudden is like, maybe it's not a deal breaker, but it sends up a flag where you're like, you've got to strike. And
wow,
2 more of these, and I don't know if we can continue. Or are there those shows or movies where they say, hey, I like this, and you're like, you know what? That is a good sign.
That's a point for you.
Right, exactly. So there's this Twitter user who made a list of movies that they consider green flags. And I want to throw some of these out and see if you agree, okay?
Okay.
So like the Brendan Fraser hit The Mummy from 1999.
Never saw it.
Never did?
Nope.
Okay. That is a green flag movie. The Princess Bride.
Yes, agreed.
I would agree. I think that's wholesome. I think it's a great movie.
It's a cult classic.
Mm-hmm. I think Shrek 2 made the list as opposed to Shrek 1, which is funny because
That's weird.
I don't remember Shrek
anything
2.
About Shrek 2 either.
I know. I don't know anything about Shrek 2. But maybe the Shrek franchise, Shrek 1 or Shrek 2, could be a green flag movie. Yeah?
Okay.
Greatest Showman. That's on the list.
Yes. 100% yes.
Yeah. Good, wholesome movie there. And William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet from 96. That's the...
No, sir.
What's that? That's the Claire Danes and
Leonardo DiCaprio, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's a green flag movie.
That's weird.
Ghostbusters. Not the original, but the 2016 version.
Come on now. Didn't nobody go see that one?
I don't necessarily agree with that one.
The original, yes.
It's a Wonderful Life. Green flag movie. You say
that is a staple at Christmas time. Yes.
You say you like that and you're like, all right, that's a check in the positive box for you. Big Trouble in Little China. Does that ring a bell to anyone?
I mean, I remember the title, but I did not see it.
Patrick Swayze, was that the actor that was in that movie?
Oh.
That was from 1986, so that was before a lot of you were born. And then the movie Clue was another one. Not like Clueless, which I think could be a green flag movie, but the movie Clue from the mid 80s about the board game is the board game Clue. There was a movie after it, and that
Didn't see it.
Yeah. So those are all green flag movies from this Twitter user.
This user is really weird.
Yeah.
Because that is all over the map, and I really don't. Oh, Big Trouble in Little China, Kurt Russell. That's what Jimbo said. Kurt Russell.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Still didn't see it.
So for you, Kelly, what would be a green light movie for you or a green light show? Something that if you are just meeting a person and you are talking about shows you like and they say, you know what? I love this. You can be like, all right.
The Other Sister.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that one? Giovanni Ribisi and Juliette Lewis. Classic.
Isn't that one that you and your sister quote oftentimes?
We quote to each other all of the time because it is very quotable. There's a lot of quotables in that one.
Yeah. I mean, I would say for me, I think the easy answer is The Office. I think if you're a fan, I'm like, all right, I've got.
Oh, so we're going to TV shows? I thought I was saying Movie Land.
Well, I was thinking of, you said Netflix series, and it was on Netflix for a long time, so that's where my brain went. I would also say The Princess Bride is a good one. I would say, man, if you are a fan of Arthur Christmas, I've got to at least. Stop. I'm going to talk to you about that movie for a long time, and I'm going to say
you will never convince me that Arthur Christmas is top 3 Christmas movies of all time.
You know what?
It won't happen.
I may have to bump it to my top 5 because I saw a Christmas movie just this past weekend, and I was like, dang, this is a good one. And I had never even heard of it before.
You're diving into Christmas movies already?
I mean, why not? Yeah.
All right.
Called The Family Stone. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Oh, yeah. It's a great one.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Right.
I would agree that could be top 3 material.
Right.
For sure.
And I'm sitting there going, I had never even heard of this movie before, and it's a full-on Christmas movie chock full of incredible stars. It's got star power.
For days.
Yeah, for days. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And let's talk about star power. Ocean's 11.
Is that a green flag movie for you?
That is a green flag movie for me, and I'm talking about the George Clooney, Brad Pitt.
Right.
And you know what? I'll take all of them, but the first one is the best, I would say.
I'm going to say Jason Bourne. Any Jason Bourne movie is a green flag movie for you. All right. So Kathy says How to Lose a Man in 20 Days I'm assuming she's saying a green flag movie rather than a red flag movie.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good one. It's a classic. And I would also throw in there The Wedding Planner. Yeah, J-Lo and Matthew McConaughey. Listen, McConaughey has some rom-coms in his wake that are pretty great.
Okay. Another text that says the movie Clue from 1985 is hysterical. You should see it.
Really?
Wow.
We're missing the boat on that.
Check it out. Check out the IMDb. Is that with John Cleese? I want to say John Cleese from the Monty Python fame and all that. Right. I think he's in that.
Ooh, speaking of Monty Python, if we're going to go down that hill, I'm going to throw in Holy Grail. And The Meaning of Life.
Okay,
I mean, these are going way back, but you need to look it up because they're kind of great. Like the Monty Python, era of films, pretty great. It's British cheeky humor. I love it. It is.
Okay. Eric says Practical Magic. You know what? I would say
we're getting weird now.
Hocus Pocus, Practical Magic. If those are all green flag movies. Now, I've been trying to think of like a red flag movie, something that if someone's like, yeah, that's my favorite movie, you're like, ooh, okay. And I immediately go like horror movies. Like if that's your favorite movie, like the Saw movies are your favorite movies.
Gosh.
I'm thinking
that's aggressive.
Maybe that's a little bit of a red flag. But I'm also trying to think, okay, maybe it doesn't have to be horror movies, but that's immediately where my brain goes. But I'm thinking it could also be like just a campy, like horrible movie that no one ever saw.
If you ask my husband this question, he will say Xanadu. He actually rented it and made our children watch it. I'm like, what are you doing? This is not a classic, because he had a crush on Olivia Newton-John back in the day, and she's like roller skating in it. Had a great soundtrack.
Okay.
But no, sir. I think could be the worst movie on planet Earth ever in the history of film, other than maybe Mariah Carey's Glitter. Remember Glitter?
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
Vanny says Human Centipede, red flag. Yeah, let's listen. Let's not.
I've forgotten about that.
If that's your favorite movie, then
look that up.
Then that is one that we're gonna sit there and judge you. All right. If you say that's your favorite movie, that is a definite judge.
Do not look it up.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, anyways, this is a fun little thread. We've tweeted it out at Ben and Kelly Show.